Capital. I'm Dmitry Karlov with Market Overview. So let's take a look at what is happening around the globe. First, Asian equities closed strongly in the green overnight, with Nikkei making a 2.43% performance in anticipation of the appointment of a new Bank of Japan governor. United States dollar is neutral for today. There are a few major United States economic releases due this week, such as the CB Consumer Confidence and the ISM Manufacturing PMI. And these could either confirm or reverse the pro-dollar because that the Federal Open Market Committee meeting minutes resulted in the last week. Recall that the Monetary Policy Committee members suggested overlooking of the previously set inflation and unemployment target and considered a gradual withdrawal of tapering off of the assets purchase program. Federal Reserve Governor Ben Bernanke is also set to give a speech towards the middle of the week, and since this is a semi-annual testimony, it could have a huge impact on price action. Indications that the Fed will soon start to reduce the asset purchases could continue to fuel the dollar rally, while retractions or opposite signals from economic data could force the greenback to return its recent gain. Let's take a look at Euro, and Euro is in downtrend. In Europe, major events occurred and others are still to come. European Central Bank Governor Draghi has a speech later this week, and he could comment on the recent weaknesses in the Eurozone. The other week, the region printed weaker than expected GDP, then suffered a bout of poor PMI figures last week. The European Commission also remarked on the possibility of a worse than expected economic performance in the regions for the entire year. European Union officials believe that the economy will shrink by 0.0% in 2013, and that unemployment will keep going up. Last but not least, Italian parliamentary elections are being watched closely by the markets. As the refresher, Italy is the third most indebted country in the world, just after the United States and Japan, and its unemployment is above 10%. Generally, when a country faces such difficulties, its citizens tend to vote for extremist parties. If early polls show increased chances of a political stalemate, the resulting uncertainty and unstable leadership could keep waiting on the euro. Therefore, we can expect some surprises, maybe. About United Kingdom, GBP is going down as well. First, on Friday evening, the United Kingdom lost its AAA. It received a debt rating downgrade from credit range agency Moody's, and as a result, GBP United States dollars gapped down over the weekend as Asian sessions and London sessions traders will start to incorporate their reactions today. Cable dropped to 1.50 levels Monday morning at market opening. According to the statement from Moody's, the United Kingdom is likely to face weaker growth in the near term, and that the Bank of England might need to expand their assets purchases just to keep the economy afloat. Bank of England Governor King already expressed the central bank's willingness to do so, which has already been waiting on the pound for the past trading weeks. Next major event expected this week on the United Kingdom is the release of the fourth quarter GDP data on Wednesday. Well, about Japanese yen. Yen pairs have been moving more cautiously these days as traders await Prime Minister Abe's appointment to the next central bank head. Indeed, rumors say that Haruhiko Kuroda will be appointed by Shinzo Abe, Japan's Prime Minister, to continue the government's yen weakening strategy. Having a look at the United States dollar, Japanese yen, we can notice a bullish gap opening, which could be a sign for next leg up. The pair hovers slightly above 94 levels. Well, famous billionaire investor George Soros already took his first billion United States dollar position, shorting the yen. But the question is, was it the last take on it? Well, Swiss is neutral. There are several medium-tier data due from Switzerland this week, with the euro and the pound suffering sharp sell-offs as the central banks favor loose monetary policy. The franc has been emerging as the safer currency in Europe. However, SNB head Jordan already talked about keeping the franc down, which explains why traders are still hesitant to park their money in the Swiss. So commodity currencies, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar are neutral too. There are no major economic reports due from Australia, Canada or New Zealand this week, which suggests that these currencies could trade sideways against the dollar unless there are market-moving data from the United States. So for today, that's all. Have a nice day and have a good profit. Bye.